Hello and welcome to another demonstration of the accelerated release technique. Today I have with me my guest from a previous show. This is Marcella Thiemann. She's a certified hand analyst and so fellow energy worker, and she's here to be my volunteer to show you how the accelerated release technique works. So a little bit of background. Let me let you know that so the ART, accelerated release technique, it's subconscious work. So I use the premise that any problem that you have in your life is the result of something underneath. There's something in your subconscious that is trying to make itself known. It's trying to get your attention. So I equate it to being like the flashing light on your answering machine. So if you've got a food intolerance or anxiety or fear, phobia, allergy to cats, whatever it is, it's all it is a signal. It's your subconscious trying to get your attention to say that there's something underneath that needs to be resolved. And so what I do is I go in and I dig out the roots and get that underlying emotional distress. That would be for a proper session. For a demonstration, that can get a little complicated. So what we're going to do, just for the purposes of a demo, is to flip that whole concept on its head. So instead of asking for a problem and finding out what's causing it, we're just going to ask Marcella's subconscious in this case if she has an event, one particular life event that is seeking to be acknowledged and released, like something that wants to be resolved. So without further ado, that's what we're going to do. So we're going to find the most important thing, something that her subconscious has deemed to be the most critical thing that it would like to see addressed. And you know, the thought is that if your subconscious has said this is top priority, it means it's really having an impact on your life. And so hopefully we'll see it'll be something pretty big and significant, something that Marcella probably doesn't realize is causing some major issues or blocks in her current day-to-day life. And now we'll get to start. So the first thing I get to do is connect with Marcella's subconscious. So first, can I connect? Can I see you out there? And that's a yes. Do I have permission to access all levels of your energy? So when I'm saying all, I mean conscious and unconscious, physical and spiritual, as well as everything across the timeline. That's a no at the moment, but that's okay, because we all protect ourselves and we don't go staying open to every Tom, Dick, and Harry who tries to get into our energy. So we have to ask permission to be able to get in. And now it's shifted to a yes. All right, so if we've got permission, now with the thought that we want to get to the most important pressing life events seeking to be released, I'm going to ask if there's any negative energy surrounding this. So when I mean negative energy, in this case, because ART is in development and I've learned some brand new stuff, I discovered if I just ask the phrase negative energy, I can bypass the ego, because the ego likes to protect us. It hangs on to drama, all the negative details surrounding an issue. The ego keeps us from looking at our own stuff. You know, let's say you didn't get invited to a party, and what do? We immediately start thinking all these negative things. Oh, well, you know, maybe they didn't like me, or maybe what did I do wrong? And we create drama. We create all these reasons. We make up negative reasons for why that event took place. And we hang on to that, and it becomes uncomfortable anytime we think about it. That's drama. It could very well be that, you know, they had a wrong email address and the emails got sent to the wrong place. So we were invited, we just got missed out because of a mistype or something like that. So it's that maybe it wasn't an intentional thing, but we all jumped to the wrong conclusions. So, so we do this to ourselves all the time, but the ego hangs on to this drama and we have to release that. So now you've seen it stopped doing that negative energy release, and it's switched to a yes, or I'm waiting, we're good to go. Okay, so any more negative energy that needs to be addressed? Nope. Okay, so we should be good to find the event. All right, so now we need some clues. So we're looking for an event, and to do that, we've got to have a description of what the event is. So how many clues are going to help us figure out what it is? Is it 1 clue? No. Is it 2 clues? No. Is it 3 clues? Okay, so 3 clues should help Marcella hone in on the particular event that took place. Before asking further, is there negative energy surrounding these clues? Yeah, there was something there. So again, at every level, the ego might put on the brakes. So the closer we get in, like the first question was, can we get into the most important thing? I said, yeah, sure. And then we got closer and went, oh, you mean that thing? Oh, maybe not. so little more drama. I get drama all the time. Clear it so we can start getting clear answers. Drama could set us on off on a wild goose chase. And as soon as we discover something that just doesn't make any sense, we know there's drama, we have to clear that, and it'll all make sense as we go. Okay, so we've cleared that. So now, is it still 3 clues? Yes. Nope, there's something, but it's not drama, it's something else. So what's keeping us from getting at it? Is a lesson, is the anchor. Oh, is this an intention? It's an intention. Is there drama around it? Can that drama be released? And Marcella chooses to detach from this intention, releasing it in love and light. Okay, now is there anything else getting in the way of finding out these clues? Nope. All right, so again, is it 3 clues? 3 clues. The first of the 3, is it in column A? No. Is it in column B? No. Column C? Yes, 1 through 10. 1 through 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. C5 is our first clue, assuming there's no drama. C5 is impatience. So we'll see. Is there any negative energy surround? Yeah, there's something there. So it's not impatience. Again. We just have to zero in on it. And it's a funny thing. The more I learn, the better I get at doing what I'm doing, the more complicated events we wind up uncovering. So when I didn't know how to do this, the events were easy. But the unspoken question when I say, can we get to that most important life event, is the most important that I have the tools to access. So yeah, we get the ones with all the drama now. So lots of stuff to clear. All right, so again, any more negative energy around that clue? All right, another intention. Yes, there's drama there. I demand that drama be released and release the intention, love and light. Okay, now any more drama around that clue? Anything else keeping us from getting at it? All right, let's try this again. That first clue, is it in column C still? Okay, in 1 through 10. No, 11 through 20. Yes, 11 through 15. Yes, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 14. Okay, so C14. Any more drama here? Because there's nothing. Okay, let's try that. C14. Insecurity. Okay, so is our first clue actually insecurity? Anything else? Okay, so our first clue is insecurity. Got one. Are there still 3 clues? No, is it 2 clues? All right, some of that drama was actually just eliminating one of the clues. The second clue, is it, well, first, is there any negative energy around it? Yeah, let's get rid of that layer of it. All right, second clue again. Any more negative energy around it? All right, is it in column C? Column D. D, 1 through 10, 1 through 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and D4. And any more negative energy around this clue? Okay, I won't trust D4. read it to know that there's something wrong with it. Okay. Okay, is there still a second clue? Yes. Is it in column D? Yes. Oh, any negative energy around it anymore? No. Is it 1 through 10? Still 1 through 10, 1 through 5. Yep. 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Okay, any negative energy around this one? D9. Okay. Narcissism. That's so funny. That was the clue from yesterday's demo that I did. So I had narcissism from that too. Are there any other clues? Okay. Now let's narrow it down. So we've got, what did I say? The first one was insecurity and narcissism. So the second clue, sorry, not the second clue. The second thing we need to do is find out when this took place. So we're looking for an age range. Was it during adulthood? Yes. Before the age of 20? No. Before the age of 25? No. Before the age of 30? Yes. Age 25? No. Age 26? 7, 8, 28, 29, 28. I'm going to ask again, is there negative energy around this clue? Yeah, we're getting on so much drama. Well, let's get rid of that. We can actually narrow it down to where it's supposed to be. Okay, any other negative energy around this? All right, so again, is it during adulthood? No. Before the age of 15. Okay, before the age of 10. Okay, age 10, age 11, age 12, age 11. Okay, again, is there any negative energy around this one? No. Okay, so now I'm getting it at age 11. Insecurity and narcissism around the age of 11. This could have been age 10, it could have been age 12. Does something spring to mind immediately, or do I need to look a little further to find out maybe who's involved, how many people, more details?
All right, so I guess, I mean, when I'm 10 or 11 years old, narcissism, how would that come into play?
Narcissism is where people are overly infatuated with themselves, like they're just thinking about themselves.
You know, if anything, I was always the other way, kind of like, well,
there must be something wrong with
me because nobody likes me.
Okay, no. These aren't necessarily you. I forgot to explain that part. So the clues are describing a scene in a movie. So,
Okay.
this takes you and other people involved, and so somebody was insecure. I would guess it's probably you in that case. Somebody else was, well, somebody could have been you, but unlikely, was narcissistic. So that's how it works. We're trying to just describe it so that you can see about insecurity with narcissism in an event.
Wow.
So when you're 11, 10 to 12.
Yeah, I know. I was in like 6th grade, so you know, I
can just spring to mind. Like,
you know, I can't think of anything off the top of my head that would fall into that category.
Okay, anything. I'm getting that you've got something in your mind that's on the right track. That's this. I get this little flower symbol.
Well, I guess the only thing that's very general is there was always that whole thing in junior high and high school of the real in crowd and the, you know, the real popular kids who could sometimes make life not difficult. So, you know,
that's it.
Nerdy kids like me.
Yeah, that's exactly it. Yeah. That's exactly what we've got going on here.
The whole social pecking order that, you know, is out there and growing up.
Let me just ask, is there any other negative energy that needs to be released at this point? No. Okay, so I can talk about it for a sec. So yeah, you've nailed it. That's exactly what's still you're still holding on to that to some degree. So that insecurity, excuse me. So now, because this is where it gets fun. This is where you get to release stuff and you get to feel. So when you think about that event, that circumstance of like you said, of being the nerdy one and being low on the pecking order, and all the cool kids and the mean kids and all that kind of stuff of behaving the way they did. Does it evoke some emotions? Like when you think about it,
Sadness.
like those feelings of insecurity, those feelings.
Sadness.
Sadness. Okay, so that's an emotion that's popping up. Okay, so that's all I need from you right now. We're going to release that. We're going to neutralize this event. So first, is there a contract here? Yes, there is. So in order to release this event, is there a lesson that needs to be anchored? Yes. Any core beliefs to release? Yes. Any other feelings to resolve? No. Any drama, any negative energy around that lesson? Yeah, we got to let that go. Okay, is it just the one lesson? No. Is it 2 lessons? Yes. Is there drama around, or is there negative energy around either of them at this point? No. Okay, we have to identify both lessons. Yes, the first one is at 1 through 20, 1 through 10, 11 through 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, the first one's lesson 20 for you. Do I need to read the whole lesson for you? No, I don't. Okay. So the first lesson, the first thing you were meant to learn from that whole experience is number 20 in this list. I don't need to read the whole thing aloud for you. Just the title is enough for you to get it. Because your subconscious is the one really paying attention to this one. Sometimes I have to read the whole thing, and that's because you consciously need to hear it too. And so we're going to anchor this in. It says, face your fears, for fear is poison to the soul. It is also a challenge to the universe to help you resolve it. Okay, so we're just going to wait while that lesson anchors into your energy. Okay, that is now in, and we said there's a second lesson. Is it any negative energy around it? No. Is it 1 through 20, 21 through 40, 41 through 50, 51, 51. Okay. Do we have to read this whole lesson for you? So funny, I did that one yesterday too. Okay, 51. Okay, so this one you need to hear as well, so I have to read the whole thing. We're going to work on anchoring it. It says, trust in the act of forgiveness. When others are willing to release you, just accept and let go. Forgiving self and forgiving others are gracious and generous acts of humility, understanding, and empowerment. Accepting forgiveness from others for issues or acts we created requires belief in the act of forgiveness. If others are willing to let you off the hook for wrongdoing or hurtful misdeeds, why hold on to that imbalance of energy to continue to punish yourself? If they no longer hold you accountable, then you no longer need to bind yourself to them. Allow this simple act of love, respect, and courage to set you both free. Forgiveness is not forgetting. It is simply releasing the hold and setting all parties free to move on with their lives. And that's anchored in. Okay, having done that one now, are there any other lessons that need to be addressed? No. Are there still core beliefs to release? Yes. Is there negative energy around any of these? Yep. Just release that. Okay, again, are there any core beliefs? Okay, there's something else keeping me from getting at it. Is an intention. Okay, any drama around that? Can that drama be released? And we detach from the intention, releasing it in love and light. Okay, now, is there any negative energy surrounding this core belief? Okay, yes, there is. Let that go. Okay, now is there still a core belief? Okay, is it one core belief? All right, is it 1 through 20, 1 through 10, 11 through 15, 16, 17, 18, 18. Okay, so also this event created a belief system. Well, you created a belief system as a result of this event. So it's something that you've been holding on to since that time. and it's impacting you even today. So, okay, so what we're going to do is I do this in two parts. First, we're going to release the belief, and then I'm going to read the opposite. I'm going to read what I want your subconscious to embrace instead. All right, so we have to do this. First, we're going to release the belief of I always disappoint. So that's the belief that was ingrained at that time. This is a big circle. It may take a minute to to fully release from your system. So we're just going to give it a moment to do that.
Okay.
Yeah, this was a big one for you. Yeah. Really nice to not have this one anymore.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Almost there. Almost there. We're getting there. There we are. It's shifted. All right. Now what do we want to believe instead? We want, I realize that by trusting my inner self, I have a lot to offer. I always do the best that I can and never intentionally let down others or myself. Okay, and we're just going to give that a moment to fully anchor in. Oh, that was nice and quick. Okay, so with that being done, now is there anything remaining of this life event that we need to address? Has the contract been resolved? We release the contract in love and light, filling the void as per the intention. Now, is there any more negative energy surrounding this event? Okay, just a little bit we had to let go. Okay. Oh, just give that a moment. All right. Again, is there anything left of this event? Okay, there we go. So now when you think about the event, please tell me if there's still any of that sadness there, if it's gotten a little better, or if even something else has taken its place, because I want to completely neutralize it.
No, I think the sadness is better. I guess I'm having a hard time separating it from, you know, how I probably really felt then from my adult perspective on the situation, which is very different from the way I, perceived the event at the time.
Okay, so I'm wondering if there's is there something here we need to be able to let go? Is there some sort of disconnect? All right, so I'm going to see about releasing that as well. So so with respect to this disconnect, is this an appropriate time to do this? Is there negative energy around this disconnect? We have to clear that first. Okay, I'm also going to ask, is there a freeze response that needs to be heard? Yes, okay. So are these disengaged parts? Yes. So for these parts to re-engage and feel safe and embrace wholeness, can we do this all in one step? No, we cannot. Okay, so basically, you know the expression fight or flight?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Right? There's actually a third piece to that. It's fight, flight, or freeze.
Right, okay.
And what's actually happened in this case, and that's where you're having this little bit of a disjointed view, like there's something that's not quite flowing. Mm-hmm. It's because you had essentially there was a freeze response that it's like, I don't know how to deal with this. So instead of acting or running, you just kind of froze up. So there's a piece of you, so it's an inner child that is disconnected, and we need to first re-engage that part, so eliminate that freeze, and then allow this part to reintegrate. That's, I know, a little technical language for this, but for the people who've been following ART, they have a feeling what I'm talking about by now. So just to give a little bit more insight. So there's a So for that part to first become engaged, is there a lesson that needs to be anchored? Actually, first I should check, is there any negative energy that needs to be addressed? No. A lesson, a core belief. All right. Is there negative energy around the core belief to release? All right. So there's an inner child essentially holding on to a core belief. I'm not sure if I'm going to need to read it. Is that core belief still present? No. So now has that part engaged? Okay, the part's now engaged. Is it safe to embrace wholeness? Yes, for it to actually embrace wholeness. Is there a lesson to anchor? Nope. Core belief to release. Nope. Feeling to release. Yes. Any drama around it? Demand that drama be released. Any other negative energy around it? Okay, we'll release that. Let that go. All right, that's gone. Now we release these emotions on behalf of these parts. Okay, have these parts now reintegrated. Okay, is there still this freeze response that needs to be addressed? Okay, is there still that disconnected feeling? No. Okay, try again. So now when you think about it, do you still have that separation of how you feel now versus like that inability to really just think about yourself at that point in time?
Oh, okay. I guess I'm confused. I guess I didn't understand what you wanted me to do the first time because it was.
No, I think you got it. I think you understood. It was just like I said, there was a disconnect. There was something that was really keeping you from fully feeling the emotions that you had experienced that first time around.
Okay.
So now when you think about that experience, are there like, is the sadness like totally gone? Is there still a little bit? Is there something else that's now in its place?
Oh, I think it's less than it was before.
Okay, so there's still a little bit of something there?
Yeah, yeah. Well, because I think it's a kind of a theme that's carried over into my adult life too.
Yes, and we're gonna address that in a minute, okay? Okay, so for this life event, to release that sadness, first, is there any more negative energy to release? Yep. And this is why we do the back and forth. It's because at level, I need to know how far down we've got. It's not totally clear until you tell me it's totally clear. Because it's just going, yeah, there's more drama, there's more stuff, and so we're clearing that out. And we can get.
Well, do you ever reach the bottom?
Yes, I do. I will always reach the bottom because you're already feeling better, right? We just have to keep going until it says, all right, there's nothing left.
Okay.
All right. So any more negative energy? No. There's another intention though. There's drama. We demand that drama be released, and then we detach the intentions, releasing them all in love and light. Okay. Now, is there any negative energy left? Okay. Is there still this sadness? Okay, there's still something here. Is this a part? No, is this a relationship energy? It's a relationship. Are you part of this relationship? Okay. Is this with a person? No. Is it with one of, is it with the emotional plane? Yes. Okay. Are there other planes or other fields that need to be connected? No. It's the emotional plane. All right. There's a bit of a disconnect between you and, we have various energy fields. So there's a disconnect with you and the emotional plane, that field. So I need to reconnect you there. Oh, sorry, a dissonance. Is it a disconnect? No, it's a dissonance. Okay, so we need to just erase that, change that energy between you.
What exactly do you mean when you say a dissonance?
Let me do this and I'll explain it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, how does that show up?
When I'm in the middle of it, I just want to get it done, and then I'll totally explain it to you. I love explaining stuff. So, okay. So to release this dissonance, first, is there any negative energy around that? That was quick. Anything else? No. All right. To release it, is there a lesson to anchor? Core belief to release, feeling to resolve. That's this. Another intention. It's an intention. The drama be released and detach the intention, releasing the light. With that, is there still that dissonance? No. So now, is there anything left to be released in order to get rid of that sadness? No, there is not. Okay. So you want to tell me about how that sadness feels now, and then I'll explain this dissonance.
Oh, okay. As far as the sadness feels now, well, I mean, I guess what I'm having a hard time with is I think there's still sadness there, but now it's I feel sad because it's like, okay, I've been working on these issues for my whole life, and I don't feel like I'm ever getting any further ahead. And like,
Okay, I'm just going to ask, do I want to do this with ART? No, I want to do this with transcendental dowsing. Okay, so the last piece should probably make that go away. All right. All right, so I'm going to do one thing in a moment, but I'll explain to you that dissonant energy, or I use the term relationship dissonance. Mm-hmm. So essentially, everything has energy. Everything in the world has energy. So a relationship can be between two people, or a person and an inanimate object, or a person and another, like any other form of energy. So it really doesn't matter. So so let's say there's a dissonance between you and me, like our relationship, whatever. So I have my own energy, you have your own energy. So I could find something called an outside influence where you are directly influencing me, and I would have to clear that. But sometimes your energy plus my energy creates a whole separate thing. It's a blend of our energies. Mm-hmm. And sometimes it's a relationship that is actually the thing that I'm having a problem with. So it's not you per se, but that mixture, that relationship.
Oh, yeah, okay.
So so we all have those planes, those fields, like all those energy fields. So in your case, obviously we all have our emotional energy field, but there's something between you and relating to your own emotions where there's that little bit of something not quite right. Mm-hmm. where you weren't relating to your own emotions. Mm-hmm. The way you want to, let's put it that way. Like there was something getting in the way. So there was that odd mixture of energy, which you weren't totally sure how to deal with. So does that make some sense?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah, it's a relationship with your own emotional energies, I guess. Yeah. I'm still sort of mentally putting the picture together, but there's all sorts of relationship dissonance, which I'm finding left, right, and center. So it's been kind of fascinating. Now what we're going to do, because like you said, that whole sadness, that whole piece is something that you've been dealing with for your whole life. What we're going to do right now is we're gonna transmute some energy. So we're going to ask right now to release. Oh shit. Oops, I was supposed to put my phone on silent. Didn't happen. Okay, sorry about that. So we're going to transmute that negative energy into something more positive. So so first, like everything associated, we're going to ask right now, and you're going to help me out here. So everything associated with that life event and that experience of sadness, that experience of insecurity, we're going to ask to release the sadness, the insecurity. We're asking to release the negative energy of the people whom we deal with around us. Release any feelings we have towards like their own narcissism or their like the negative impact that they have had on you, because that does impact you or has impacted you. You're deeply affected by the actions of other people. That negative state really has tended to bother you. That's where this is all started. So we're asking to release all of that. So all of the negative associations around the this type of interaction. So dealing with other people, the ones who don't necessarily accept you for who you are, who don't appreciate you, we're going to let that all go. We're going to let all of those feelings go. So that's what we're doing. If there's anything you want to add here, anything else that you can pull out that you say, you know, I want to let that go too, just speak it out, because this is the time where we're sort of, this is an energetic vacuum cleaner happening here.
Okay.
Okay, so if there's anything there you want to let go, you just add it to the list, and we are asking you to release all this negative stuff from your energy field. We're cleaning it all out, and we're asking for the universal forces to sweep those out of your energy.
Okay.
Okay, so that's what we're doing. All right, so now we've pulled that out, but we want to add in the good stuff. We want to add in what we really do want. So now we want feelings of happiness. We want love. We want compassion. Not only compassion for ourselves, but, you know, these people who, right, this narcissistic behavior, well, we want to understand that they don't know any better, or they you know, they're on their own journey, and that because of the way what's going on with them doesn't need to affect us. Mm-hmm. So we can look at them with compassion and with love, and set them free. We don't need to hold on to their energy. So so we're looking for to be secure, to be self-confident, and ready to face the world and face any challenges, and not be impacted by the people around us. In fact, we want our energy to have a positive impact on the people around us. So we're hoping that you'll be a catalyst to shift their energy as well, especially in the work that you do. You try to change people's lives for the better. Okay, and that has just closed there. All right, so now tell me, when you think about that sadness, how do you feel?
Like I said, I don't really feel much of anything about it, so.
There we go. That's what we were going for.
Okay.
So now we pulled that residual, like that well of sadness that you've been hanging on to. We emptied the well. So yeah, you don't need to be fighting that anymore. So does that feel okay? That's feeling pretty good?
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah, I guess that's about everything. If we've done that, then I've done my job. Got to release something big and powerful out of your system. I hope we'll see more smiles on your faces if that sadness has been bringing you down. So thank you so much, Marcella, for being my volunteer today.
Yeah, well, thank you. It's always fascinating to learn. So.
Sorry, say that again.
It's fascinating to learn about these new things. So. Yeah, for sure.
And anyone who stayed till the end of this show, I do I'm holding a workshop. I'm training people on the use of ART, March 17th through 19th, 2017. So that's just coming up in a couple of months. If you're interested, please drop me a line. I'm at healfromyourpast.com, or you can just go there and register for the course. Thank you for sticking around, and I look forward to seeing you next time.
Okay, thank you, Renu.